when you have a business, big or small, your products or services should never be about you, but it should be
Yeah.
about your audience.
Hi guys, I'm AJ
I'm Rini.
and welcome to the TFA Talkshow. Today we have a very special guest. She has a baby face and her name is Feetri. She is your go-to Instagram content creator guru. She runs 15 Big Dreams where she shares the tips and tricks of curating content that actually works for your brand. Welcome Feetri.
Hi, yes, I've been an Instagram content creator since 2015 when I volunteered as a youth member in my neighborhood mosque. I've helped to build a following of on Instagram for two non-profit organizations. Then I tried to experiment it on my personal brand. I tried to sell magnetic bookmarks, but it didn't work out. It was not my jam. So I switched to sharing youth-related activities, and it didn't work out either. And now I'm teaching Instagram content marketing, which I know this is my jam and I'm staying for a while. So throughout the years, I've learned quite a number of tips and hacks to actually build a following and an engagement on Instagram.
Okay, so Fitri, what is the focus when creating content for Instagram?
Okay, I've got two words for this. Your audience. When creating content for Instagram, focus on your audience, aka your followers, aka your clients slash customers.
Mm.
It's because when you have a business, big or small, your products or services should never be about you, but it should be
Yeah.
about your audience. So when you are creating content, ask yourself, what are the benefits my customers are getting? How will my products or services transform my customers from point A to point B? Is my content valuable? Is it worth their time and money? So let's ask ourselves as customers, we want to be heard very well. We don't want to be sold to because it's either we're not ready to buy or we feel it's something that we don't need right now, right?
Yeah.
So as business owners, when you want to sell something, you create different type of content on Instagram for your audience depending on their current need.
Mm.
And you can only do that when you know your audience very well. When you do
Right.
know your audience very well, you will know their struggles and their pain points, and then you will know the type of language that they speak, so that they
Mm.
so that you know so that when you put that into your content, they know that you understand them. Yeah.
Mm.
So to conclude, to better sell our products and services on Instagram, we have to speak with empathy, because I feel that
Mm.
that's how a customer will trust and will like you and your business along together with your products and services.
Okay, so how would you describe the IG audience?
A lot of us that are on Instagram will probably have Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and even TikTok. It's
Yes.
hard to describe the Instagram audience right now unless we do a comparison. For example, with Facebook, we know
Mm.
content on Instagram has to be more visually appealing as compared to Facebook. We also know
Mm.
that people read long form content on Facebook, like blog posts and articles, but not so much on Instagram. So we can conclude that content on Instagram has to be consumed shorter and quicker than Facebook, right?
Mm. Right. Yep.
Right.
Until the world meets TikTok, which I think is even more powerful than Instagram in terms of consuming content. It's even
Yes.
more shorter and more quicker than Instagram. I couldn't say that we have more adults on Instagram than on TikTok, because now even some parents and some grandparents are dancing on TikTok, you see.
True. True.
That's true.
But if you ask me about Instagram audience 4 years ago, when TikTok was formerly known as Musically,
Musically. Yep.
yeah, at
Yep.
that point of time, the audience is so different. There were much more younger age audience on
Yeah.
Musically, aka TikTok, than Instagram. But right now, I feel that Instagram and TikTok are racing against each other in
Mm.
terms of audience. We now have quite a similar type of audience, but different speed of consumption.
Okay, so you mentioned about repurposing your content from Instagram and TikTok. Is there a specific like format, especially if you're gonna repurpose? Because I'm pretty sure that for Instagram you cannot repurpose everything because
Mm.
TikTok is a different medium altogether. So
Mm.
what are the media or what are the content for yourself that you use to repurpose? Is it a picture, a video, a carousel, a long post, short post? Yeah, maybe you can share with us what would be the best content that would be fitted for TikTok if you were to
Mm.
repurpose.
Okay, I think TikTok lasts, the video itself lasts for 60 seconds, 15
Yeah.
seconds, right? So
Yep.
your content needs to be very super short, no explanation, something that can attract the reader as fast as possible. So when you have a long form content, example, you have a blog post, right? So
Yeah.
you just take only the title of each paragraph, repurpose
Mm.
it to TikTok. So you have only 60 seconds to put it nicely, edit it, and make sure you have that five. Example, if you have five paragraphs, right? So five um, tips, for example.
Mm.
Yeah, you edit it on the TikTok video, and that's
Mm.
it. So hopefully that can attract the TikTok viewers into to look at your profile first. And then probably when your profile say, oh, follow me on Instagram because I share more on that similar
Instagram.
topic,
Yeah.
right? Then yeah, that is that's how we can attract the some followers from TikTok to Instagram.
You have already be a IG content creator for about 5 years. So could this be a demand another 5 years down the road?
I mentioned just now that Instagram is racing with TikTok, right?
Yep.
So I'm actually very excited to see what Instagram has to offer for us because we've seen a number of big changes coming, like for
Yes.
example, Room linked
Yeah.
to
Yep.
Facebook Messenger, and then Guide, which is like reading a blog post on
Mm.
Instagram. But I'm not sure if these features will be in Singapore.
True.
Yeah, certainly, right? So recently, and then recently there's a new DM me sticker. So I feel that this is just a personal opinion of mine. I feel that instead of just coming out with new stickers and effects for us to use on Instagram, maybe there's a feature for us to edit video like TikTok has
Yep.
on
Yep.
Instagram. I think that'd be so cool, right? And why video? Because even you ladies will agree that sharing content on video format is better compared to just having quotes,
Mm.
carousels, and pictures, right?
Yes.
But I do have a tiny feeling that Instagram in 5 years will not fail because it's not a
Mm.
solo brand. Because they have Facebook and they have WhatsApp.
Right.
TikTok is
Yep.
just alone. You
Mm.
see, so and when there's three big companies merging together, they have data, and
Right.
business with data can do so much for their customers. So
Mm.
what will change in the coming years probably would be us, the customers slash consumers, because previously when we were on Facebook, we like to read long form content. We are consuming
Mm.
long form content. Suddenly Instagram arrives. We prefer shorter content, and now
Right.
TikTok is right here with us. So um, and now that even right now, a lot of us are on TikTok. Why? Because we love entertainment. We love
Mm.
even
Mm.
shorter and quicker content. And smart businesses are using TikTok. They are using entertainment content to lure customers to their business on Instagram. And personally, I followed a number of content creators which I found on TikTok and Instagram. So I think this is like a little secret strategy that they use to gain and attract followers on Instagram.
If I'm actually an aspiring IG content creator, what kind of best practice I should take?
Okay, let me just share three best practices that I've personally experimented on my personal brand, 15 Big Dreams, which
Yep.
is number one is to keep your IG stories alive and active. For the second best practices is to post at your best time. So take a look at your insights. Everyone have different insights. If you happen to post on Instagram feed at 6 p.m. every single day, you would notice a spike at 6 p.m. So try to be
Mm.
consistent with your posting and only post at peak timings because this is when our followers are online and they will see your post up on their feed.
Yeah.
This is where they'll engage, like they will comment, they will share and save the post. The third best practices, the last tip, is to know what your audience want. Know what your audience wants. So this is something I always remind myself when I plan
Mm.
content on Instagram. So I will ask my followers a simple question, a close-ended question, like what kind of content would you like me to share?
Mm.
That sounds like an open-ended, right? So
Yeah.
I will try to be specific. Like, do you prefer a content that you can understand your audience, or you want a content for IG stories, or something to do with branding, things like that.
Are there any advice that you could give for budding freelance IG content creators, or like maybe like a step by step, or perhaps you can share like where do you get your ideas from, a website, any IG handle, yeah, as long as it's a public information that you are open to share, then yeah, feel free to share.
Before you do any type of action, I think it's best if you really straighten or boost your mindset. You need to understand that creating content or selling on Instagram is not it's not easy. Yeah, it is quite difficult because there is a lot of work, a lot of
Yes.
research, a lot of research, and besides, Instagram has different features, like you can share different types of content on Instagram. So
Yep.
you can't just only share pictures or just quotes, because as customers we want different things. We don't want the same things over and over again. So
Yep.
get the mindset right that it's going to be difficult, it's going to be tough for the first 2 months or so. And then when your feed is very valuable, very jam-packed with a lot of tips, you might not have to worry about getting new followers, because when new followers arrive at your IG page, they will see that, hey, this is, you have really like a number of jam-packed posts for me to binge read. Get it?
Right. Yep.
So when you are at that stage, just try to appear more on IG stories. Just try to bring awareness. Try to be at the front on your followers' feed. Creating content wise, when I understand that I want to be an Instagram content marketer, something, I want to be an expert in Instagram content marketing, right? So I only follow those experts that really niche down in their industry. For example, I have a mentor only teaching email marketing. I have another one only teaching launching. I have another one only teaching how to create content. So I don't follow someone who has a lot of eggs. When you only focus on these experts, you really trust them and the content that they put out.
Okay, so Petri, before we actually let you off, is there any way that our viewers and listeners can connect with you?
Okay, so I'm very active on Instagram. It's at 15 Bigreens, 15BIGDREAMS. You can just leave me a DM or binge watch my post.
So thank you so much, Petri, for being on board with us. I'm pretty sure that the both of us have learned a lot from you, and I'm sure that our viewers and listeners will also be able to learn from you as well. So those of you who are watching and listening, don't forget to follow us on our social media platform, YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, LinkedIn, as well as Telegram at the Freelancers Academy.